What's up, everybody? Welcome to Froggy Stocks. Nothing I say is financial advice, entertainment purposes only. Just here to talk and chill. Gonna start a space, talk about the box office and Top Gun and all the good stuff. Q2 is looking to be ridiculous. Oh, wow. Jen is the first one into space. Hello, Jen. How are you?
Can you hear me, Spence?
Yeah, now I can.
There we go. Because it was showing that sent me the co-host, and then I was still a listener. I don't know, but okay, cool. I'm doing good. I keep saying it's Monday. It's not Monday. It's Tuesday. I got thrown off from yesterday.
Yeah.
Did you have a good weekend?
Yeah, I did. Me and the kid ran around, did a lot of summer stuff, and chilled. So we had a good weekend. Ate lots of good food.
Nice. Yeah, we did too. It's been super hot here in Michigan. It's like 85 degrees right now.
Yeah, that's what my sister was saying. I can't believe it.
So hot. It's like humid and hot. I hate it when it's like super humid. But it should be cooling off, this coming week and stuff. It should be, lower 70s than normal. So this is definitely not normal weather in Michigan, obviously, this time of the year.
It's hot here, but it's not hot like it should be. So it's really strange that you guys are getting that and we're not.
Yeah, it is kind of strange, isn't it?
Yeah. Just like AMC stock, the chart looks ridiculously dumb.
True that.
But man. Box office, you guys.
Q2. Top killing it.
Yeah. Q2 is going to be crazy. Multiverse of Madness is nearing 900 million globally. What The Lost City pulled like 120 million, and now Top Gun is gonna hit 300 million worldwide in under a week. And don't forget, when Multiverse of Madness launched and we hit the crazy insane prices that the box office we hit at that, Adam Aaron said we took a 26% domestic market share, or maybe global market share. But he also noted that with Top Gun, we had 3.3 million admissions. Now, just on the base average concession cost per person, just that week, that's over $27 million in concessions on 1 week for one movie. So we're looking really, really good. You got Multiverse bringing in 900 million. You have Top Gun that just hit 300 million globally in under a week. Bad Guys did like 65 million. Lost City did 120. And we have Jurassic Park right around the corner. So it's just looking absolutely amazing for Q2. Like, I think shorts are going to get their faces ripped off.
Now, Spence, the movies are dead. Okay.
I know.
Nobody's clearly going out watching Top Gun and stuff. I mean, come on.
Did you see Charles Payne's thing on...
yeah, I liked it. You tweeted something a little bit ago, and that's awesome. Right. But he's always been on our side, so it's kind of no surprise. But it's good to have somebody like him backing us up,
You know what I realized too today? Just based on the tweet with Gasparino and Liz Clayman that I have pinned at in my feed. I'm pretty sure that Ding Dong Gasparino is getting collagen lip injections.
It wouldn't surprise me. Yeah, I mean, he does want to appear youthful, right? I mean,
he just...
Oh, that man is unbelievable. It gets worse and worse. He really needs to just get fired or retired.
Right.
What's up, everyone?
What's up, Amish?
What's up?
Good way to start the week, huh?
Yeah. Trying to see what else. Last earnings call, I noticed something interesting. They have admissions. We had 443.8 million. 252.5 for food and beverage. And then other theater says 89.4 million, which is a lot to mark as an other. I'm wondering if that's the merchandise they've been selling. So
You got me, man.
super curious. We did 785 million total. Says for quarters end March 31st, 2022. So I'm guessing Q2 is going to absolutely blow out. I think we're going to be. What's up?
Oh, sorry. Somebody's
Oh.
yeah. Mic was on and there was a lot of noise in the background.
I think
Not
we're
about
going to
anymore.
I think we're going to be extremely close to cash flow positive in Q2, like extremely close. Go ahead, Ami.
What's your take on HYMC this week? Don't they have an earnings call on Friday?
Is it earnings or annual?
I don't know. That's what I was trying to figure out. I know she still she was at an investor meeting like was it a week ago in Europe, but she's been quiet for a while, and I don't know. The numbers today seemed like they were stabilizing around 132 and 130.
Yeah, I love it. I love the new bottom we're at. If 130 holds as a bottom for a while, I'll be extremely happy because what's going to happen is you're going to have Diane Garrett most likely come out, say, hey, we found another investor, or AMC and Sprott are going to exercise their warrants, and or they're going to be finished with their POX technical analysis, which means that they'll have the new mill and the POX processing facility up and running, and then you're going to see some serious numbers on gold and silver production. That place,
Yeah.
I'm so confident about that. I almost haven't even been talking about it much anymore, which I should, I guess. But
No, hey, keep it quiet. I've been loading up on that pretty much 100 to 200 a day, and I buy like 10 AMC, so I don't mind.
Yeah, I'm just continuing to load, man. If anything under $1.35, I'm just gonna keep loading up on Hycroft anytime I get a chance.
Yeah, get it when it's while it's cheap.
Yeah,
It won't be for that much longer.
I figure out what's going on. It's like I have a weekend and I forget everything I was doing.
Hey,
What is the GME at
the call? If everyone could tweet out the call, that would be awesome, so we can get more people in here. Go ahead, Ami. I'm sorry.
No, I was tweeting out the call. My bad.
So April 6th. I think it's an annual meeting. Yeah.
I'd like to know why the price of gold keeps going up and down. I'm really trying to figure that out.
Being suppressed.
You think so? Really? All this being suppressed altogether?
Yep. They can't let anything squeeze because it'll trigger the others to squeeze. These short seller scam artists, this is a huge Ponzi scheme. It's going to come out eventually, where multiple funds that are basically talking to each other and colluding, they're all playing the same game. They get together. They're on the back channel, WhatsApps and all that, telling each other what they're going to do, and one by one they're falling. So the bigger funds have to eat their short positions as they fall, or it'll all blow up. And I'm telling you, this is going to blow up all the way back to Blockbuster. They're going to find a dirty, dirty trail of fraud when this thing's over.
I mean, I believe everything you're saying. It's just so hard to believe that this is actually happening when I see it.
Yeah, I don't know how old you are. I lived, seen, and was aware of what happened in 2008. And I've been talking to people for a long time about how these big corporations are slowly eating up market share of the industries they're in, like Amazon. But in reality, smaller stores still have customers coming to them. They just can't compete with the pricing and the labor costs and everything. But then when companies come in and start shorting, when hedge funds come in and start shorting a company like Hycroft to death, all they do is they short it. They buy enough shares to hold the hedge. Then they put somebody on the board. Then they short it to death and have internal struggles so they can acquire the assets. Well, when one of these blows up and they have to backtrack to the stock they previously did that to, all those synthetics that are sitting on the books that they just left there are going to come to light. It's going to be a huge, huge problem.
Well, see, I'm 44, but I only got into the stock market like around 2019. I do IT and personal training. And then, I mean, everything you said makes sense logically. It's just really, really hard to watch SEC. Like I watched Gary Gensler interviews and what he was saying, and then look at the numbers. Even today, when I see those numbers hit like 99 million trades a day and seeing the price go down and seeing the outflow and inflow, it just doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, it's all pure. If anything, the 1.4 million shares that magically appeared today, they're just synthetic shares they created. And what they're doing with those is they're diluting the company. Right now, AMC is $14 a share because they have synthetically diluted the float. It's not just because they're shorting the stock. It's because they've diluted it massively. So...
And what do you think the reason is for Adamara not asking for why can't they call for a share recall to say, look, something's going on?
They'll have so many lawyers up their ass telling them that they did this to trigger a short squeeze. They would bury themselves in paperwork until Adam Aaron unfortunately passed away of old age. That's how bad the litigation would get. And you're going.
So we're waiting for these guys to get arrested.
Yeah, you're going up against Susquehanna, BlackRock, Citadel. You're going up against billions and billions of dollars with almost unlimited resources as one company. The best thing I think they did was they started talking with Sprott and Hycroft and GameStop, and all the CEOs are starting to come together and going, hey, we don't actually have to go after them legally. We'll just blow them up in their own game. And then they're not going to have the massive litigation for years to come. Oh, they're probably under litigation right now. They're probably experiencing nonstop paperwork right now, just doing what they're doing.
Interesting.
But like I said, man, Q2 around the corner. Multiverse of Madness nearing 900 million worldwide. Top Gun crushed 300 million worldwide in a week. And then Jurassic World Dominion's coming up, next week? So
I think so.
Yeah, Q2 is looking to be ridiculous. And don't forget, not just admissions and concessions, but we've had two now big-time movies with AMC branded merchandise selling out both times at theaters, which was the Multiverse of Madness Cube and the Top Gun 10. So...
Hey Spence, did you I just pinned something to the top of the call here. Did you check out AMC's historical prices around this time last year, around Memorial? I mean, it's crazy. We had that huge run up. I mean, check it out.
Yeah, that's another thing with Gasparino. On May 24th, he gets on TV and says, historically, this time last year, they were at $77. We weren't at $77 until like June 2nd. So he said that almost a full 8 days early. Like a total freaking clown, man. He did everything he could this last week to try to throw anybody off of this play that he possibly could. Dude's an absolute joke. But not even that. I think, too, like I said, Lost City ended up bringing in 120 million globally, which isn't bad. So that's another big thing for admissions and concessions, man. And then if we come in to them closing old theaters down and the new ones they've opened up, we could be seeing a reduction in losses too, which would be really good. And we're not going to have a $27 million cash out from another purchase of like stock. So from the Hycroft purchase, which They actually should be up over $30 million on that right now.
I'm still shocked that Hycroft is under 150.
Yeah, it's so here's the deal. If Hycroft only has 3.5% short interest and it's got a 60% ownership between Mudrick, Sprott, and Adam Aaron, and then we'll say probably maybe 5-10% retail, that might be a lowball number. So you're looking at over 75% of Hycroft, right? If it's only shorted 3.5%, then how's it at $1.30 when they have enough cash on hand to pay off all their debt today? So they technically have a zero balance sheet, and they're only showing minimal losses as they're setting up their new processes to increase their gold and silver production. So it doesn't make any sense.
I'm telling you, that's the stealth win. Everyone jumps in on that one day, hits it for like 10 or 100 shares, and that goes through the roof.
Yeah, more than likely, I have a feeling that before the year's over, my Hycroft is going to pay out more than AMC will. I just have a feeling.
I'm with you on that. It's easier for me to build shares on that one. I'm still buying AMC, but I can get like 10 or 20 times the number of shares on Hycroft with whatever I've left over.
Right. Well, the good thing is if I'm right, then AMC is going to make a shit ton of money. If Hycroft goes to $10 a share, AMC makes over $400 million.
We need a sweet YouTube meme video to get some momentum behind that play, man.
Yeah. The thing is, everybody's so pumped up on AMC and GME right now, which I don't blame them. I mean, I'm pretty jacked. I loaded up a bunch more shares. Probably to an irresponsible.
I mean, I'm double my position since I started with AMC. I mean, I started with like 10, got to 1,000, finally at 2,000, but with what is it? I'm up to about 15,000 with the HYMC now.
Actually, haven't had any booze in like 3 days because I was getting ready for this week. Wanted to be alert and prepared.
You know who you should get in the call is that guy Peter Hahn. Do you follow him?
Yeah.
He would be good to talk to. He seems like he's got a lot of knowledge.
Yeah, I'll invite him. See if he wants to come. But yeah, I mean, Charles Payne gets it. Gasparino is being paid to just be a complete ass clown. The fact that Liz Clayman even still has him on the show, it must be the Fox business contributors or the producers telling her to do it. The dude's an absolute jackass. Top Gun crushed it. Multiverse of Madness crushed it super, super hard. And then the movies that were in and out, The Bad Guys, Lost City, they racked up enough. They're all positive on their cost to production ratios. And then I'm telling you, I think AMC sold a ton of concessions this week. Let's see. What is YouTube saying? A had to stay clear. He's doing a great job and knows. Yeah, I agree. I think if any of the more aggressive moves would have happened with AMC this year, probably besides the security token, even with that, I think there would have been massive, massive lawsuits going on against Adam Aaron. Because you guys got to remember, GameStop was not compromised like AMC was during the pandemic. GameStop went out and got that grant loan from France, right? Which really, really helped them out. It was a brilliant move. AMC didn't get to do that. AMC had to take on a lot of debt from really, really bad lenders. And those covenants are still sticking us in our sides. And I'm wondering if Adam Aaron's "we'll pounce when the time is right" comment is probably talking about we'll pay those debts off and get rid of those covenants right at the last minute and surprise everybody. I think that's what he may be talking about. But either way, with Q2 blowing up, I think we're going to be... what's the consensus for Q2? Let's see what these guys say. EPS. If you guys, anybody else wants to come up and talk, please come up. Don't. I'm just up here ranting. So.
Yeah, coming up. I invited some people up too, but we'll see if they come up.
Being stingy.
Don't be shy. Don't be shy.
Don't be shy, you guys. All right, Q2 estimated. So they're estimating Q2. This is from NASDAQ at negative 22 cents. I really think we're going to come well in under that. I think it's going to be more like maybe 8 to 10. And then Q3, they got 9 cents. And we've beat, let's see, except for Q4, let's see, estimated, yeah, we've beat almost every earnings. Yeah, I'm gonna say 10 cents on Q2, if not positive.
What's up, guys? How you doing?
Good. How are you, man?
Doing good. So I kind of said the same thing to I posted it the other day that people just they say that AMC is dead and they just don't understand. And I'm just like, dude, do you not understand like what has just happened in the last 6 months with all these movies? I mean, Spider-Man, no, it's not 2022, but it's 2021. Yes, December 17th when it came out, did over $800 million. I mean, that's the same as like one of the Pirates movies has done. And then you got the Batman coming in at 369 million. And then you got, what was the other one I posted about? Doctor Strange was 375 plus million. And they're still going on. Well, I think Spider-Man's all done now, but Batman is probably still going. Doctor Strange is still going. But I just don't understand why anybody is like complaining when you see that people are still going to the movies. And now Top Gun has come out and has just completely crushed it, like you said. Like, I have no worries at all about anything I have in AMC. I have no worries whatsoever.
Yeah, I agree, man. I mean, worldwide, like I was saying earlier, Multiverse has hit close to, it's getting ready to hit 900 million worldwide total. Spider-Man was 1.8 billion. Multiverse of Madness is, did I already say that one? Yeah, 900, close to 900 million. Top Gun's already over 300 million. And then even Lost City did 120 million. And that's, that's the box office coming back is super impressive, but it's not even to say with concession sales and merchandise sales that AMC has been doing, that's another huge bonus. And their reduction in operating costs the past couple quarters has been substantial. So I'm really excited to see what they report this next earnings call on reduction of costs.
Right? And the other thing is, like, what movies were out at this time when everybody, like some people were saying, man, I wish we could go back and to get just at least the 60s where we were in June. But I was like, what movies were even out then that were even doing these numbers? And I can't remember any of them that came out during this time that were doing these numbers, because I don't think there were any.
They were barely even open at that time.
See? And now we're already crushing it already. Like, it's just like, like you said, I cannot wait for the next earnings call. Like, it's going to be amazing.
Something interesting to note too. I mean, by the end of the year, we're not even, we're still waiting on the announcement of the AMC branded credit card retail popcorn, which credit cards, active credit card accounts for companies who host them, like branded credit cards, usually make about $175, I think, a year. I think it's a year. It might be a quarter. But they make $175 per account, and even at a year, if there was 4 million accounts, there's 4 million AMC apes, but there's probably, there was 3.3 million people that went just to see Top Gun this week. 3.3 million people. So you got to think, when people start seeing that credit card, say we get 4 million users on that credit card, that's making AMC on average $175 cycle. That is a huge revenue stream. And then retail popcorn and grocery stores could easily bring in 250 million annually. So, you're thinking, let's see here. Let me go back to the earnings. That's it. Food and beverage in Q1 2022 was 252 million, right? Imagine you're only selling to the theater crowd. When they put popcorn, retail popcorn in grocery stores nationwide, you're now selling to 30, 40 million people nationwide.
That's awesome, man. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and step down. That's all I wanted to come up and just piggyback off of what you were already saying. I didn't really have anything else, but yeah, this year is gonna dominate, and then rolling into next year, like I don't think anybody can put a pin on like where AMC is going right now.
Yeah, absolutely. I agree, man. Thanks for coming up for sure.
No problem.
So that's my thesis. I think 10 cents, negative 10 cents EPS for Q2. I think we're going to beat Q1's numbers for sure. And I think it's going to make a huge wave in the market.
What was Q4's numbers? Because looking at the quarter for the so far, I'm, I would think that we could possibly flirt with $1 billion June with the movies that are coming out and the tail of Top Gun, Matrix, and all the summer movies and just people getting back into it. So I looking at the growth, the month over month growth that's been going on, I was hoping for an $800,000 May, or 800 million May, but it looks like we're going to be just shy of that. So now I'm revising down a little bit and thinking maybe just under $1 billion for June. That's going to put us well over what Q1 was.
Yep.
And then with the decrease in debt costs, because you have to remember that in Q1 we actually had to pay basically a prepayment penalty to pay down some of that debt that got paid, in addition to the investment in HYMC. So without those two major things, it could be a lot better than I think what people are thinking. Anyway.
Absolutely. I forgot about that penalty. Let's see. I got Q4 pulled up. Why does Q4? Here we go. Oh, yeah. Q4 for 2021 admissions was 660. Satan. Blah, 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 666 million. Quarter ended December 31st, 2021. Revenue, food and beverage was 380, which most of that was probably. Was that from Spider-Man? Yeah. Would that have been Spider-Man or Batman? Can't even remember when all these movies came out anymore.
Yeah, Spider-Man came out like the second week, I think, in December.
Yeah. So yeah, 380 million food and beverage, and other theater was 124.6. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So yeah, almost close to $1 billion. 2021 year end December 31st. Yeah, so 1.171. Let's see where we're sitting. Yeah, they even said, and they told us too, they said, don't blame us for Q1. Q1 went way better than they expected. Like, way, way better than they expected. So Q2 coming in with these hot movies in this massive box office is going to be really good. Operating cost and
Hey, when
expense.
Q2?
What's up, Jen?
When is Q2?
Let me check. I always look it up and I immediately, I got to start writing it down on my damn marker board.
Yeah, I gotta start keeping better notes.
Saying August 10th. June, July, August. Because we just had earnings for Q1 May.
Yeah, it was just like,
Yep.
like a month ago, maybe, right? Or no? Yeah.
Yeah, so around August. It might be earlier than that, I'm not sure. But they're calling August 10th. I'm just curious as to how long the shorts are going to be able to play this game with the cost to borrow. And not even just AMC, but GameStop. Cost to borrow is through the freaking roof. GameStop's almost at 30% short interest. That we know of so far. Other than that, anybody has anything else they want to talk about? I think we've pretty much covered what's going on with the earnings. Supposed to get our NFTs tomorrow.
Oh, NFT for Top Gun?
Yeah.
Okay. Nice.
Supposed to be getting emails that show you how to redeem it, and apparently now the DC Batman NFT marketplace, they have the beta up for the sales. So I put my super awesome ultra common whatever NFT up for $1 million, and then I told Paul Logan he had no balls if he didn't buy it. So find that tweet. And nobody wants to come up and talk. See how y'all are. Where is it? There's a viper. There's a snake in my boot. There's a snake in my boots.
Hank, you can come up too if you want.
Hey, Spence, the Amazon splits tomorrow, 20-1.
Oh. Ooh.
I just read an article. Obviously, they approved it, and it was, I think it was originally approved with the 121.75. That's it. They say the actual split would be, but it'll take effect on the 6th. But the trading will go as normal.
Wow. That's a big deal.
It is. Yep. It's and the last 4 days, it's had the best trading since April of 2020. It's had the greatest rise, a 4-day rise, since then.
Yeah.
It's gone from 20.85 to 24, whatever it is today. I don't know what it was today, 24.21 or something.
Definitely interesting because it's going to have a big impact on the market. That's for sure.
How do you think it'll, when you say big impact? What do you mean?
It's the top holding of a lot of funds, right?
Yeah.
Now their revenues have been dropping. So that's really concerning because they're coming out of the pandemic mindset where everybody was shopping online. People are going back out, going to stores, exploring out to different places.
Yeah.
So if they have another revenue drop, say they do the split, more than likely they're doing it to lure in more investors because the cheaper share prices, people will end up buying it.
Sure.
But if they come in with another bad earnings after the split, I'm curious as to how the stock will play, and I'm really curious if they're doing this to give some of these funds a chance to get out. I don't know, man. There's just so much leverage right now that Amazon is probably a major player in people meeting margin requirements with the liquidity on the books.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll see. I don't know. I'm staying away from it because
I jumped in.
yeah, no, that's cool too. That's fine.
No, I've been in Amazon for 4 or 5 years. I originally bought it $9.96, and then I got out just a little higher than 2000, and then I got back in just about 2000. So I moved most of my money into recovery plays, and they took it out and bought Amazon again, and took the recovery money and bought AMC.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I just see something funky going on with Amazon. I don't like it. I don't like how the chart looks. I mean, look at all the they announced the split.
Mm-hmm.
And the stock started climbing like crazy, right? It was, let's see here.
May 24th, wasn't it?
Yeah. 2021. Right. Right around there, yeah. It was in the gutter in March. They announced the split and it climbed up close to 3,000 something, I think.
Yep.
And then it just absolutely tanked. Why would everybody... You have market makers and funds coming in that absolutely tank the stock to get it down to lower prices to buy it up once the split was actually legally announced and confirmed.
Yep.
So I'm just curious what's going to happen post-split after retail buys in. Are they going to dump it and rug pull everyone to generate liquidity?
Well, I'm not sure that I'm going to stay after retail buys in.
Yeah, it's just really interesting.
I don't know that I'll be in it longer than hopefully maybe double my money.
Yeah, that would be nice.
Yeah, it goes from 100 to 200.
Yep. And
I don't know. It probably definitely has the potential, but also once it hits it, it's going to dive. I don't know. We'll see. I couldn't leave the play alone.
yeah, good luck on it too, man. I hope everybody wins out.
Oh yeah.
It's a big deal though, for sure. It could shake the market up quite a bit.
I always love holding splits.
Other than that, shit, that's all I had to cover on the box office stuff. So you can talk about whatever you want.
Okay, I'm grilling a salmon right now.
Nice.
I fucking love grilled salmon.
Salmonella.
Salmonella.
Yeah, don't eat strawberries from last month. Apparently, they have hepatitis A.
No big deal. I'm growing my own in my backyard, so strawberries, tomatoes, cucumbers, broccoli. Got a bunch of herbs too, and unfortunately, my lettuce didn't make it because of the damn rabbits. So, rabbits. I love my lettuce.
Amazon's split is significantly timed for the GME dividend vote too. It's almost like they're trying to lure retail into it and away from the meme plays. It's interesting.
So that could definitely be part of it. I mean, everybody loves Amazon.
Yeah. I was going to do it too. I bought a share in that big dip back in March and sold it when it ran up to the $3,000 line again. Because I was like, I just don't see this sustaining. I'm glad I did.
Yeah. Yeah, I was out going, Jesus, I sold, a long time ago at 2,000. I was like, damn, it went to 3. And I'm like, we'll see. And I was gonna buy the split at 27.50. I'm glad I waited.
I'll probably regret not buying a share or two.
Who knows? You never regret it.
I'm gonna
There's
be
always
rich
a
from Hycroft anyways.
Hycroft. What about AMC?
Yeah, that too.
You're not gonna know what to do with your money.
Nope. I'm actually gonna know exactly what to do with my money.
You know. Oh, nice.
Rippers.
I'll let you. Cocaine and strippers.
Yeah. We already have one of those. We don't need another.
Yeah, right.
No, I'm gonna finish my house build, hopefully before this even happens. But I have no debt. I'm gonna have probably 30% reinvested back into dividend plays. That'll just earn me money the rest of my life. Reinvestment dividend plays. And then I'm gonna go design that fucking school lockdown system, man. Automated school lockdown system.
I think you're onto something.
One touch of a button and every door in the school locks, closes and locks automatically.
How come every classroom doesn't have a door to get out?
You know, some classrooms
How come they don't
are
lock?
old and
They should retrofit that. That's an easy fix.
yeah.
Boy, lock the outside, lock all the doors down. They get out that door if they want, or I don't know, give them choices.
If I had my way, every classroom would have a safe in the wall that's opened biometrically by the teacher that has a 9mm pistol, police standard issue 9mm Beretta pistol issued in it. So once the school's locked down, say the principal hits the button, locks the school down, the teachers now have access. They don't even have access until it's locked down, but now they have access to go thumbprint recognition and pull that gun out of that safe, that wall safe.
That's interesting.
Yep. That way it can't be accessed without somebody triggering an active shooter alert. And once that active shooter alert is triggered by any of the staff, right, it automatically sends an alert to the local police station and SWAT teams. Like automatically within a split second. Just like
So anybody that doesn't have the handprint and doesn't have the training for the gun couldn't open one of the safes.
Exactly.
That's interesting.
And every classroom and hallway will have, every classroom, office, and hallway will have a camera in it. So when the cops and the SWAT do show up, they can walk up to the front door, plug in, and they can view every single room and see exactly where the shooter is and who's with them. It's such a simple system that could be implemented in the schools.
Yeah. Yep. And everybody's going to go, we have to have that. We don't have a choice.
Yeah. And you don't need any major modifications. It could all be retrofitted fairly easy.
Yeah, mag locks, things like that.
Right.
Never getting through that.
Yep.
I don't care what you're using. You're going to burn that door down before you're breaking a mag lock.
Yep.
Right. Oh, yeah. That's a good idea.
Oh. Hey, Spence.
Hey, Christy.
Hey, how you doing?
Good. How are you?
Good. No, you know what? I'm in Loudoun County, and the school system here has those. That's why I was wondering. I couldn't figure out what happened in Texas because our doors automatically lock, but there's a lot of flaws. So anything you come up with, everybody's heard of Loudoun County. Let us be the testers.
Yeah.
Do the schools your kids go to, they don't lock down automatically and have ID shown through the front door?
The front doors might lock automatically, but I'm talking every single classroom and every office all have automatic.
Maybe instead of having to close it. Yeah, you're on to something for sure.
Yep.
Yeah, I know our schools where I live, they do, the doors do lock automatically. And if you have to get in, if you're a parent, you have to call the, the office and they have to confirm your identity and stuff. And then you might be able to get in. But yeah, I didn't think of the classrooms too. That's a good idea, Spence.
Yeah,
Because as a sub, I've been in classes and done drills, and if I'm a sub, there's somebody open up the.
Still there, Christy? I think we lost her. Yeah, I'm talking automatic deadbolt locks on every single door in the school. So if they do get through the front door somehow, the classroom can just be locked down like a fortress, which isn't
Yep.
going to cost much.
Yep, that's definitely needed sooner rather than later.
Yep.
Sad. All right, I'm gonna drop down.
Thanks
I'm
for coming up.
exhausted. It's been a long, 2 years?
Yeah. It's getting there, huh?
Yeah, it's getting there.
Yep.
All right, I'll be listening.
But yeah, as soon as that alert's triggered, any of the staff can trigger it. Every door in the school locks down deadbolt immediately, and then the cops are automatically alerted. The teachers will now have access to biometrically access a wall safe that has one handgun in it, so they can have some type of defense, right? Those cannot be opened without the full lockdown alerted. When the cops show up, they can access every camera in the school immediately before they even get there via a cloud server, and they'll know exactly where the shooter is. They'll know exactly who's in the room. They'll know exactly what to do. It's that simple. There is nothing in schools right now. Nothing has been done since Columbine to actively stop these types of events. You know, oh, we got a foot peg door lock thing. If somebody's going to break in to kill your kids, a foot peg door lock thing is not going to stop them. It's absolutely ridiculous. See, Jim's trying to connect. So that's what I'm going to use part of my money for. I'm talking to a couple engineer buddies, and obviously have to find a school that was willing to do a proof of concept, which more than likely is going to end up being probably Texas, I'm assuming. So it'll all come to it. Finding the right door lock system, need a Wi-Fi based door locking system actually not even a Wi-Fi. You'd need a LAN network in the school, so it's direct hardline in the school. That way nobody can mess with it. Speak at the one. What's up, buddy?
Hello.
Hello, governor.
I love the idea.
Hello.
And after MOAS, I'll have two schools that will put this together because
Awesome.
they want a donation. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
They're gonna play.
Nice. Sounds good to me, man.
So count me in, governor.
Well, guess how the school shooter was stopped? The dude walked in, broke down the door, and fucking shot him.
Yeah.
That's what it took. It took another gun to stop a mentally insane person with a gun. You gotta fight fire with fire. That's why every teacher should have access after training, unless they don't want it, should have access to some type of firearm in the room out of a wall safe that's, biometrically sealed. It's no different than a cop walking your hallway at a school with a pistol on his hip.
Yep.
And honestly, since 1990, 1995, the Gun-Free School Zone Act, there's been nothing but exponential increases in mass shootings since the Gun-Free School Zone Acts were put together by Congress. Thanks for that.
I was listening to some of the news today, man, from like a couple days ago. Like the storyline just with everything just doesn't add up. Nothing adds up. By the time that he killed his grandmother, to the time he got in the accident, till he got to the school, to the people got in, the whole thing is just fucked.
Yeah. Apparently that wasn't the school he was actually going to go to, but ended up in it. But everything that happened, even the police not entering the school for over an hour, and a CBP agent had to roll up and do the deed. Like the cops were just standing there detaining parents for over an hour. This doesn't make any fucking sense.
No, and the other thing I don't understand too is, I think it was 3 or 4 years before this, he had threatened to do this, and they caught wind of it.
Yeah.
And how do you sell any firearm to somebody who threatens somebody, regardless if it's a school or not? They had a public record of it. That should have been flagged right the fuck away.
Yep. Oh, I get flagged every time I buy a firearm just because I was in the military and had a security clearance. I got to wait 3 days, and that's me. I already own firearms, and even if I go buy a new one, I still get flagged and have to wait. It's crazy, man.
All right, I gotta drop down. My kids are calling. I'll be back in a minute.
Right on. I'm not sure how much longer I'll keep the room open. I just wanted to do a quick box office talk. We did that. Big time numbers. Q2's looking good. Swing came in with his estimates. Much appreciated. I definitely think Q3, Q4 definitely will be cash flow positive. And if Adam Aaron drops the announcement of credit cards and AMC branded popcorn in grocery stores, this thing's going to just blow out of the water if we don't do it prior to that. I think March 31st, we probably should have squeezed. And instead of squeezing, Citadel pushed a lot of shit through their order flow and their market making process to cause that halt, that breaker halt. So hopefully we'll be recovering. Hopefully this is the next big swing up. $30 should not even be a problem at this point. So shit, there's a lot of people in here. All right, well, that's all I got. If anybody has anything they want to say.
I'm getting dinner going and stuff, so I'm like trying to do that and, help co-host. So yeah. You're doing good.
Cool. Thanks for co-hosting, Jen.
Anytime. Yeah.
I'm gonna go to the tap room and have a beer because I haven't had any in 3 days, and I feel like I deserve it. So.
Yeah, and hey, guys, you guys should totally, if you're listening to the call, come in Ape Radio tonight at 7:30. I think they might be starting a little earlier, like maybe 7:15. Corey Feldman, y'all. Corey Feldman. Come on. I'm sure you guys know his name, right? Goonies, The Burbs, lots of good movies. He's going to be in Ape Radio tonight, so definitely come by, check it out.
Absolutely. I'm glad you mentioned that. I encourage everyone to go to Ape Radio later tonight. It's going to be a big show. Really, really cool that Corey Feldman's coming in. Did a little shot the other day, went to the movies, went to AMC, did a little Ape supporting, so I'll be there for sure. And can't wait to see the show.
Let's go, baby.
All right, guys. AMC to the moon.
To the moon and beyond.
Yep. GME's definitely going to the moon, that's for sure.
Hey, by the way, the GameStop earnings, that's this week, I believe, right?
Yeah. Oh,
okay.
Is it earnings or is it their annual?
I thought earnings.
Maybe it is. I've got it all so twisted up from the weekend.
Yeah, it's from the weekend for sure. Like I still think it's Monday. It's not Monday. I'm myself, not. It's Tuesday.
It's both earnings tomorrow, AGM the next day.
Nice.
Okay. Thank you, Swing.
I was sitting here waiting for Swing to say that. I knew he was.
Right, I figured.
All right, guys. I'm gonna bounce out. Thanks for coming, Jen, Swing, Viper, One, everybody. Thanks for coming up, talking. Have faith. The plan's working. The box office is crushing, and Q2 is gonna be blowout earnings. So, yeah.
Awesome. You rock, Spence.
Thanks.
You do.
You rock. Thanks for being here for everybody.
You're welcome.
Yeah, thank you, and thank you for taking your time, and hosting these calls. And
you're welcome for my
it's
service.
A lot of work, so
it is.
And all the DD that you do, the community definitely appreciates it and appreciates you, Spence.
Yeah, no problem.
At least one or two of us do.
Yeah.
Someday we'll meet. You know that.
Yes. Ape Fest or Woodstock or whatever you guys are calling it. I'm down.
Yeah. I don't know what he's calling it, but I figure we're going to be heading down that direction in an RV, and I'm going to stop and see Spence and Sue Ray.
I just imagined 2021 or whatever, 2012, the end of the world movie.
Spence, what's one thing that hippies have that we don't?
Right.
Okay.
Did you hear that?
What'd you say?
I said, What's one thing the hedgies have that we don't?
Mayo?
Debt.
Infinite risk.
Infinite risk. They do. Dude, they're so over leveraged, it's not even funny. The only money in the stock market that's not over leveraged is retail. Bing bong.
Well, let's hope people aren't over leveraged.
Holy shit, guys, the salmon is really good. Holy shit. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna enjoy
All right, Spence.
See
You go
guys.
have your beer.
Peace
Thanks,
out.
man. Talk to you, brother.
Enjoy your salmon, Jen.
Oh, I am. It's super good.
All right, later.
All right, later, y'all.
All right, there we go. Space call. Everybody's saving their energy for the Ape Radio call with Corey tonight. Make sure you guys go. It's going to be really good. Box office looks great. Earnings looks like it's going to be really good. My puppy's really excited about it. Here you go, good boy. Yeah. Thanks for coming, guys. Kid, please like, subscribe, and hang in there. We're looking good. I know today was kind of a wonky day, but we are still looking really good on the chart. We're looking really good on short interest, cost to borrow, and all that stuff. Make sure you go to the movies, go see Top Gun, anything that's in theater. Support the company. You are the investor and the consumer. You have all the power. You guys have a really good week. Froggy